Okay, so I got a battle against Dudley from the SPP Wi-Fi chat. I'm testing out my Sandstorm team here, and already he starts out the Aerodactyl. I'm thinking, fuck, the Sandstorm's not really going to do anything to that thing, obviously, because it's rock. And, yeah, he goes with Earthquake, and I'm going to go with the Stealth Rock. This is a lead T-Tar, so, I was debating between Stealth Rock and Stone Edge. I decided to go with the Stealth Rock for incoming damage, as it would be more beneficial than Stone Edge killing off the Aerodactyl. It might not even have killed off the Aerodactyl because of he could have had Focus Sash or something. And judging by how much damage the Earthquake did, I'm not going to stay in here. And he goes with the Stealth Rock of his own. If I would have predicted that, I could have got rid of the Aerodactyl here. It would have been nice to get rid of it sooner. I wouldn't have taken the Stone Edge here, but he could have brought in like something else that could have hurt that. Anyways, the Stone Edge doesn't really do that much. I get my spikes up, and yeah, I'm gonna go with the one more layer of spikes as he switches out, and he brings in a Magmortar. Now that thing's gonna cause issues. Thankfully, I have a Heatran and I have a Heatran, and I'm gonna be able to switch out to that to eat any fire attack. And I'm predicting the fire attack here because, he wouldn't have brought it in if he wasn't gonna fire attack. But he could also go with like a hidden power or something to hurt anything I bring in. But he doesn't. He goes with the overheat, and I'm going to get the fire attack raise and stuff. And I'm going to go with a substitute here after I get some leftovers recovery, because I was predicting him to switch out. He switches out to Aerodactyl, and me, I get my substitute up. I'm safe behind it. I'm going to have a guaranteed hit on it and stuff. And me being retarded, I went for a Fire Blast. I don't know why, but yeah, I go for the Fire Blast. And just to let you guys know, this isn't the Heatran I would like to be using for this team. It is one of the ones I made for somebody else, and I was just too lazy to, make one. Because at first I didn't use Heatran on it, but then I figured it needed it. Anyways, with the Fire Blast, is going to take it down to yellow, I think. And I don't know why I went for the Fire Blast, but whatever. So now I have no choice but to switch here, as Earthquake will kill me, and I don't want that to happen. And I go to Skarmory, and obviously the Earthquake's not going to hit it. Right here, I'm pretty sure I go for I think I go for a Whirlwind right here. So that way, I go for the Whirlwind, predicting his Magmortar switching. So that way, I could blow it back out, and it won't be able to do anything to me unless he gets a Rabbit Spin up or whatever. And that's pretty much one guy down right there. But then the Fortress comes in, and I'm thinking, fuck, it's going to either Rapid Spin or set up Stealth Rocks or something. And thankfully, right here, it only sets up thankfully right here, he only sets up the rocks, while I'm going to Whirlwind him out, so that way he gets more incoming damage later. Oh, no, he doesn't set up the rocks. He actually switches out, he goes to Electivire. And now I get the Whirlwind, and I'm going to get more incoming damage on something else right now. He brings in Kabutops, and I'm going to get incoming damage on that from rocks and spikes. It's not really all that much, but in the long run, it would help more than not having that damage on him, just in case something ran Focus Dash or whatever. And he goes with a Waterfall. Don't know why. It's not really going to do that much damage. Probably he only had a Waterfall and maybe Stone Edge. Anyways, I get up another layer of spikes. So now I have 3 layers of spikes. I have Sandstorm, and I have Stealth Rock doing damage to everything. So, everything's going to have a pretty good amount of damage coming on it. Now, I predicted the Waterfall or Stone Edge, and I wanted to be at around full HP, so when I switch out, I'd be able to take a hit or whatever. And I'm sitting pretty good at 300 HP, so I'm able to switch out here. He also switches out, unfortunately. He switches into his Fortress, and if I stayed in and I went for the Whirlwind, the Fortress would have got whirled out, and he wouldn't be able to set up, he just wouldn't be able to do anything, or go with the Rabbit Spin. Now, I could have gone with T-Bolt here, and, I wasn't really sure if I should or not. I didn't know if it would kill it, and I didn't want him to bring in Electivire, although there was really no reason for him to. Anyways, I get up the Reflect, and, I'm going to be able to, do some pretty good things with Reflect here. Now, I'm going to go for a Wish next, so that way I can switch out to Tyranitar and try to get him back to life. And he brings in a Mag Mortar, and I'm hoping he goes for a Fire Attack because it's, I'm just hoping he goes for a Fire Attack, so that way I can get my Tyranitar back out to life. But he decides to go with a Focus Blast, and unfortunately for me, it hits. Now that's the end of my T-Tar. Also, I was thinking, if he doesn't go with the Fire Attack, it's death fodder, because I don't really need it anymore. It's not really, it's not really going to do anything to his team. Well, from what I've seen, it's not really going to do much. But yeah, he takes out my Tyranitar, and Sandstorm is going to take out his Magmortar. I'm going to bring in Scizor. Now that I have the Reflect up, I can take pretty much any hit he throws at me except a crit maybe. And he goes for the T-Punch. T-Punch doesn't really do that much. I'm going to get up a Sword Dance here, and I have +2 attack, and I could go for the Bullet Punch, but I'm figuring it won't kill. And so I'm going to go for a Roost here. I was predicting him to go with another T-Punch or something, but he switches out and he goes to Kabutops. I'm not really sure why. Electivire was the only thing that would have probably been able to take out Scizor or live the Bullet Punch. And so I don't know why he brought in Kabutops, because Bullet Punch is going to wreck that. And yeah, now he's going to bring in his Aerodactyl. I'm not really sure why. So obviously I'm just going to go for the Bullet Punch again, because it's going to wreck the Aerodactyl too. And that's, so right now it looks like I'm going to get a Scizor Sweep with Scizor Sweep, and it's going to be a 5-0. And then he brings back in the Electivire. Now I know it's either going to be a 2-hit KO Bullet Punch, or I could just go for the Sword Dance and for sure kill it with one Bullet Punch. But then he gets the click, and then he keeps going down. Stops at 60, thankfully. He got the crit, which was bad for me, but thankfully I lived with 60 HP, and the Roost that I did earlier is really what made me live. If I didn't get that Roost up, I would have been dead right there, because, Anyways, I had my second Sword Dance up, and I go for the Bullet Punch. I don't want to go for Roost, obviously, because T-Punch will kill me, and my Reflect is gone, so it's not gonna do anything anymore, obviously. Now, he's got 1 or 2 guys left, I'm not really sure. He's got 2 guys left. One I haven't seen before, Leafeon. Now, I'm hoping it doesn't have Focus Sash, because I want to be able to kill it with a Bullet Punch. If it does have Focus Sash, it could probably kill me with something. Not really sure what, but I don't even have to worry about that scenario, because it goes down and doesn't have the Focus Sash. Now, the last guy he's got left is Fortress, and I'm going to be able to superpower it, and it's going to die. I wonder if it would live full HP or not, considering I have 4 times attack. Don't really have to worry about that, though. And, yeah. So the Stealth Rock and all that stuff at the beginning of the game really contributed to helping kill the Fortress. It was a good match, and hope you guys could sub.